Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
아이고. One quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
안 좋아.
In that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Alec Burks is out there, Curry. Then it's Robinson, and it's Looney. And it's
아이고, 뭐냐.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. But he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, it's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams,
나이스
it's
패스.
a great feeling. And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets. In return, Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
Offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher. But his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
They get the rebound.
나이스.
Warriors trail by 9. Wants to get it to Burks and does. The second effort, and it's good on the way in. Looney's got 4 points this quarter.
따라가자.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And Lowry.
수비가 안 되네.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Timeout called the Warriors. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are.
My PA guy, you love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams and great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under, like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
속공.
Even when the D is playing off of them, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Poked away. Powell with the steal. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. The feed to Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Gasol's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
탐스. 가자 1대1.
Thompson misses. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And
블락.
goes careening off the glass.
Like a Jaguar looking for his next meal.
아이고 아깝다.
On the attempted shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy.
아이고 단조로.
To the wing right side. Siakam looking around.
더 숫자는 뭘까요?
At 6. Back to Van Vliet. Over Russell. And the shot is long. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 13.
Well, he may have worn out his welcome in L.A., but D'Angelo Russell found a good landing spot in Brooklyn. A team in rebuild, in need of an offensive infusion, They've unleashed his talent.
Gets
탐스.
it to go.
Not many guys more lethal on the catch and shoot. That's an easy bucket for Thompson.
To the paint, here's Gasol.
뭐야?
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Russell at 6'5", able to play at the point guard or the shooting guard. Greg, when you look at his game, what's his best position?
Probably the one. I mean, we're seeing a trend towards bigger point guards at the same time that 4s and 5s are trending.
가자.
And everybody wants that switch ability on defense.
Burks can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 12. There's McCall and the
어허.
one-handed slam.
The V just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this.
어렵네요.
Van Vliet with it. Russell's there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness grade, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
허리.
Up on the changes for Toronto. Anunoby, he's checked in for Siakam. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Lowry in for Patrick McCaw. And here is Van Vliet after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today?
허리 한 번 더.
The basket coming off a pretty.
허리.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Curry. Lowry against Curry. The drive by Lowry. Makes the shot. Best at number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. And the shooting has really been there for him today. But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here's Lowry. He's got 8. A three-pointer off the mark.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Thompson.
탐스.
Stayed with another.
Always got to be up on Thompson. I mean, he came into the league with a crazy weather.
Three-pointer, Lowry. It's Lowry again missing.
아이고.
Reached halftime and
시계를 못 봤네.
it's the Raptors up 11. And now we'll send it over to David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of it's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 11. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team, keeping the turnovers down. That's the big factor.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy
따라잡게.
all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center.
속공 가자.
Played out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the
뭐야 나갔어?
Well, and Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a wealth of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
Green against Siakam. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've put them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
BA, great assessment. Good
그렇지 불러.
And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein.
잘했어. 근데 감독 표정 안 좋아.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Just 4 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot.
그렇지 나이스. 속공 가자. 가자.
Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 9 points for Klay Thompson.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Lowry against Curry. With the fadeaway. And that one hits back iron.
Ugly start. Second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
그렇지.
Yeah, Kevin, you can't afford to leave someone open around Curry. He's great at keeping his head on a swivel.
거의 따라잡았어.
By 4. Floats one. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 8 points.
They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half. And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor.
나이스.
The agility. He has it all. Oh, great ball movement there.
Curry against Lowry.
진짜 하는 것 같다 이거.
Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Down low. Here's Russell. And he gets
그렇지.
officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. You could argue Curry is one of the most
동점.
players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
그린 가자.
Good D by Siakam.
까비.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Gotta get the whole team pumped up.
Powell finds Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
There's Russell with the 3. No good that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Lowry, and the shot goes down.
오호.
He's got 12.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Warriors trail by 6. Cauley Stein up top.
아이고 아이고.
And well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for
아이고.
the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
Timeout called the Warriors. Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for them.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
수비가 안 되네.
Anunoby's checked in for Toronto. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell.
뭐야. 아이고.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Kyle Lowry is second.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And stolen by Russell.
나이스.
To the middle.
그치.
He takes it up and lays it in. Russell's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got
따라잡자.
feeding him.
Anunoby passes to Ibaka. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McKinney. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Well, when you look at a guy like Kevin Looney, I mean, he gives his team
나이스.
so much. I mean, great option to have either starting or off the bench with his versatility.
And Chris, with Looney, he is a bit of a glue guy, and his defense is his calling card.
Well, he slots into so many lineups that he can play the 4 or the 5 and basically guard anyone on the floor. He has a good motor and doesn't need a ton of touches to be effective.
McKinney passes to Looney. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Robinson finds Green. Off with the layup.
안 되네.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2.
아이고 수비 아이고.
To manage the clock correctly. Sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a
아이고.
little deeper with the hanging finish. Pull up Jay. Here's Anunoby. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for D'Angelo Russell. It's Curry outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. A floater. Basket counts.
저기 들어가?
Hollis-Jefferson's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it.
또 아이고.
Takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Toronto ahead as they end the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-4 run. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And now let's go back to a play from earlier.
아, 동점까지 갔는데.
State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full
세 명 다 뭐해?
Fantastic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brother, in the backcourt. Then it's Robinson, and it's Looney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. McCaw, the pass to Van Vliet. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Van Vliet's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors. Warriors trail by 16. Here's Curry.
비었다.
It's good.
그렇지.
As more and more, we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home, it's really cool. But on the road, it's great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey. and so you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect. Van Vliet looking around.
그렇지. 아이고.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Powell in for McCall. Then for the Warriors, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Alfonso McKinney. And it's Russell in for Glenn Robinson III.
Second three-pointer of the second half. 5 overall. He's killing it from long range.
And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than...
아이고 아니지.
And you ask around, he's always
아이고 흐름 깼네. 흐름 깼어. 에이.
great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Van Vliet finds Siakam. There's Hollis Jefferson. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside.
아이고 뭐야 저거.
And they're running. There's Hollis Jefferson. And he gets off the fast break with a monster slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Curry. That shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And a miss there on the triple.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Passes it to Gasol. Good, nice job down low. And it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
And you love to get Gasol these high percentage looks. I mean, he doesn't miss many from that close.
And so Gasol will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Powell. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Thompson, that one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, Thompson makes terrific decisions. I mean, deep inside, finds a way to play to his strengths.
And the Raptors call time here. Just regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence. I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Lowry against Curry. Lowry passes to Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, right to the rim, Greg. And once Gasol gets this close, he commits to flush.
Curry gets the bucket. Here is Lowry. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. The three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry fires from way out. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 33 points for Steph Curry. Raptors leading by 6.
커리 화났어.
Now Lowry, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. 109 left here in the
시간이
fourth quarter.
없다.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
A 5-time All-Star. Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
에이,
Fires the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Warriors go the other way with it.
탐슨도 있다.
They have got to get points.
Oh yeah, a little room for.
뭐야?
We'll see what they run.
Kicks it out to Siakam. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
근데 확실히 전보다는 자체 더 재밌네요.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
확실히 전보다는 더 재밌네요.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
네, 졌습니다.
At one point, they led by 16. And Siakam throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Outside Lowry. And so Toronto takes
네, 이렇게 작년에 우승을 했죠. 토론토가.
good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends.
와, 땀 봐.
Completely under
진짜
control
같아.
for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Mark. It seemed like you guys came out early. You wanted to jump on him, and that would control the game. Was that what was going on?
Yes, and we started out that way, and that was limped away a little bit. But, we're learning, we're getting better, and just a process.
You guys really coming together. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
길거리 농구를 해보겠습니다. 놀리네. 나이스.